Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we are checking out NASCAR in Brazil. So here we are at Sao Paulo, one of my favorite racing circuits on the planet, and the reason we are recording this video, it's going to be out a few days later, but NASCAR just announced, at the time of recording this, yesterday it would have been, that they are starting a NASCAR Brazil series in yet another launch of an international series. As we know, they obviously have one in my country, Canada, with the Pinty series. They have a NASCAR Mexico series, a NASCAR Euro series, and now they are starting a NASCAR Brazil sprint race series, it's called, and I'm very excited for this and what is NASCAR's continuous push to obviously build their international brand. One thing that I kind of saw from this announcement that I really liked is eventually they want to basically have across all of their series, all their international series, a car that has the same look with the body and whatnot, so it kind of wherever you might be, everyone's going to notice that as that's the NASCAR car, which is a really cool idea. But however, NASCAR's Brazil series being right here, obviously Brazil is an opportunity to take NASCAR to Sao Paulo, and maybe even in the Cup Series one day you could see that happening. I think this is one of the best tracks on the planet in terms of a racing product, so we're going to be trying that here today on our Factor 2. And see what we can do across the span of 10 laps in a stock car here, as we took a little bit of a just kind of cruise the lap around. But overall, I'm feeling pretty confident for this one. I'm going to practice turn one and see what happens here. Look at that slipstream effect here. Denny Hamlin actually going to go for a bit of a block, so getting a taste of what to expect in the race. A little bit of contact there. The back end tried to kick out into turn one, but overall, I'm excited to try this one out. So let's head to the race. So we're ready to go green here in Sao Paulo. It's going to be lights out. We're on our way down into turn one. Not sure exactly what to expect with the AI. It's kind of on the spot idea, obviously, with the news. So not sure how these guys are going to handle this track here. We're 3 wide. I'm getting absolutely muscled off the circuit like it's a start in F122 by an AI. All right. Then we continue on here. Now, NASCAR, we are well aware, if you are a NASCAR fan, NASCAR has been talking a lot lately, and it kind of goes along with the Chicago street course, but NASCAR is making a big push lately in terms of an international perspective. My goodness, but they really want some more international races, and we've seen Canada be in the talks, but they've also talked about south of the border talks as well, of the United States, that is, and Mexico obviously comes up into the conversation, but Brazil very well could now be in the conversation as well. Holy crap, these guys are absolutely sending it here. But I think this would be a perfect track for a NASCAR road course, honestly, because NASCAR road course racing, it's usually great. Now with the next gen cars so far, it sucks. It ain't great. You know, usually the road courses are my favorite, but not this year in 2022. But obviously they're changing the package next year, or talking about it, so hopefully they go through with it. And we'll see what happens here now, as we are really able to take advantage of the AI struggling here. And look at these guys running each other wide. Then they go and throw these blocks here. Then they send it up the inside. I mean, the racing's insane. I just got clipped in the left rear. I'm getting clipped in the right rear. One of the bells, I think I just had contact with both of the Christopher Bells, so we're back down to P29. Someone's up my inside. In F1, this is flat. Right here, maybe not so much, and Kozlowski, he completely misses it. I'm going to throw a block. There's a sign on the track. I'm going to dump the 6. Get him out of here. See you later. I didn't even mean to do that, but it just kind of happened. I was, you know, scared from that sign on the circuits, but I'm going to go with, I'm coming in way too hot here. Oh my God, this is going to be a crazy race if NASCAR ever makes this happen. I just got dumped into the barrier. So that went from 0 to 100 awfully quick. We're going to try 10 lap sprint here again in Sao Paulo. Send it up the inside. This time I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive on the start, try to gain a few more spots, and then, yeah, they're still going to run me out of room there. One of the Austin Cindrics now, as let's just try and settle in here, get up through the gears and past Denny Hamlin, get to the outside of the 2 car if possible. Not going to quite happen on the run down towards turn 4. There you see Kyle Larson a little bit off the pace. What a view you have here, by the way. Such a nice circuit here in Sao Paulo, as we head down into the corner, and just trying to not do anything silly here. As we know, these AI kind of get a little bit crazy. Goodness gracious. I mean, the R Factor 2 AI They're crazy, but I don't know what it is about this mod, this circuit, but they are crazier than they usually are, and it is leading to a lot of physicality here, which is kind of the norm on a NASCAR road course, at least late in the race as well. So right now we have 10 laps, 9.5 laps to go, but they are racing like it is an overtime restart here, and we're gonna have that for 9.5 more laps, I would assume here now. As my goodness, they really like to slow up early for the corners here. Obviously, there is a big pack of cars here together, so of course they are going to be slowing down earlier than they need to actually be until we get this sorted out and spread out. But you can see the aggression is just at an all-time high. I'm up the inside of the 6th there, get a nice pass done on him, and now we have Harvick and Kyle Busch here, and we'll see if anybody takes out a sign again here on the front stretch. Get up through the throttle. I saw a sign get hit by Christopher Bell. We're 4 wide briefly right there, trying to navigate our way through this traffic. We've nearly passed half the grid here, just 1 lap. Yellow flag is out. I think it's in turn 1. Is absolutely something went down there in turn 1. Looks like they've gotten it sorted out at least. However, I'm getting hit in the left rear. What is with this AI? They're insane. They just continue to try and run into you here now as we're gonna get back up through the gears. And oh wow, I'm way wide. Hold on, we got more problems here. Someone's off. That's Kyle Busch. Everyone's slowing down. What is going on? William Byron's come to a stop. Everyone's trying to stop. Another car is pulling over, hitting a sign, and I just ran the sign over. Got a little bit airborne, ran into the back of the 22. We keep it on going, and what in the world is happening here in Sao Paulo? I'm gonna slice through past the 48, and my goodness, this is crazy. Another yellow flag actually here now, as Denny Hamlin has now stopped on the left side of the track. I have no idea why the AI are deciding that they're just not gonna continue driving. Logano's gonna, oh my god, another car. What? Are they getting stuck? Are they getting stuck or something? Like they're going wide and then they're getting stuck and they can't get, I don't know what's happening. They're all, I just got absolutely destroyed by somebody here. And now I'm just gonna cut through over here. Look at this, he's stopped, his front wheels are not moving, and I'm just gonna continue moving my way through. And I think we gained positions out of all of that. And we're up into what, P13 as we approach the end of the lap, and let's see if this gets it sorted out here by finishing this lap, because I am so confused about what's happening here. Completing lap number 2 into the braking zone, break at the 100 marker, and oh, back end really likes to try and kick out there. Into turn 1 on you. It's a very heavy braking zone for any car, but obviously a stock car. It is very, very heavy indeed here now, as we're going to easily close in on the back of the 18. Give them a little bit of a bump draft here as we head down towards turn 4. We might have to try this as well in another game. Oh, my bad. That was 100% my fault there. Now recollect ourselves, get back going. I think we have the speed to win this race, to be honest with you guys, but I definitely want to try this in like an Assetto Corsa or something, because they have actually a really good Interlagos on there as well. So I think we're gonna have to try this in multiple games at some point, but we'll have to digest that one now as we are flying here compared to these guys. Bumper to the back of the 18. We'll go and cruise around the outside here. It's such a fun circuit to drive in any car, but for a stock car, a lot of fun, to be honest. Now as we head into this final corner, or legitimate corner, obviously the next little left-hander here probably does count, but it's a lot of fun. I just feel like this track suits a stock car really, really well, more than a lot of other international tracks. I think there's a few international circuits that would suit a stock car like Interlagos, but Brands Hatch would probably be a pretty solid one, I feel like, personally. I don't know what you guys think here now. Breaking into turn 1 was pretty well that time. A big lunge from Larson up the inside of his teammate of Alex Bowman, and I'm going to pass Bowman as well and move up into now P11, get to the back of that number 5. I'm going to give him a little bit of a push here down this straightaway and see if we can make anything happen. The lap times right now, they're not very long laps even in a stock car. Obviously still, you know, significantly slower than what you would see in an F1 car, but 1.5 or so minutes in a stock car around Interlagos is a pretty competitive lap time, and I feel like that would that would work pretty well. Why is Larson taking such a defensive line and leaving himself so vulnerable here? Now he's not leaving me a lot of room to work with, but nonetheless we're able to complete the pass there. Move now up into the top 10. Bowman just drove right into the side of the 20 car there, and now I'm going to try and take advantage here and maybe get into the back of him, get a little physical here try the bump and run kind of deal, you know what I'm saying there? Maybe give him a nice little tap again to see if we can kind of rough him up a little bit here and then go up the inside. Not going to quite happen there. But you know what? In NASCAR, there's going to be opportunities to do this right here. A lot of opportunities to just kind of do dive bombs. The corners here are set up pretty well for that here in a NASCAR car. You know, in F1, you don't want to necessarily do it here in a lot of these corners, but I mean, the track does certainly have the setup there capable of producing a lot of these dive bomb moves and a lot of moments like that as well. There's, I mean, you at least have a lot more forgiveness here in Sao Paulo. If you make a mistake, there's quite a bit of room to run off in with the grass, but I mean, what a blast. This has already been just driving, and I would love to see NASCAR go here. Running out of time quickly here, actually, to get towards the front, and I'm trying to push the issue a little bit more, and the AI are definitely weaker here, I've noticed so far, than they have been at other tracks that I have with track mods and whatnot. The 20 is going to go defensive, he's going to miss the apex, and then actually I'm going to go around the outside instead, and it should be able to complete this pass. If not right here, probably in the next left-hander, and oh my god, he sent it right up the inside of the 9 of Chase Elliott. And who do I follow now? Okay, it's going to be the 20. So he goes around the outside. The 9 car got pinned towards the curb and just wasn't really able to do anything. The 20 is going to go defensive. And as soon as you make a big defensive move like that, that gives me the freedom to just go, thank you very much, I will be taking that position. So up in a P7 we go, and we approach, what, 4 laps to go here? And I mean, the chances of us winning are still very real. It's going to take a little bit extra now. What I'm most surprised about with the stock car is around this circuit right here, this left-hander, like, you can just barely keep that thing full throttle. Like, if you have a little bit of understeer, that thing is gonna drive straight off the circuit into that barrier, which I would not have expected here now as we head back down into turn 1, down into second, and close in quite a bit actually on that 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Nice little chicane there and a little bit of oversteer, but we should have a chance right here as well. You got to be very patient on the throttle, but we should have a chance, not here in turn 4, but up through the elevation into the infield, I guess you could kind of call it, is where I think we're going to get our chance. I really overshot turn 4 and nearly ended my career, so now we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. All over the back of Truex, who just basically planted his car in the middle of the corner. I'm going to give him a little bit of a shot to his bumper again. And, you know, like I said, you know, this track really kind of promotes the NASCAR way of road racing, getting physical with one another, so you can just kind of get away with it. And a nice little punt right there on the 17, or sorry, the 19. And up in a P6 we go, and just 5 more cars to navigate our way through. I don't see the leader, so I'm not sure who or how far out ahead the leader is. Oh, it's Joey Logano, so I have not seen him, so I think we got some work to do. We're going to need to set some absolutely incredible laps if we're going to get to that number 22. I'm sending it into turn 1 maybe a little bit too hard. Oh my god. Oh my god, we somehow maybe just made the pass of the century right there. I slid right across the nose of the 6 of Keselowski and managed to keep it going in the right direction there into turn 1, and we take P5, set our sights on Chase Elliott, the road course king, of course, in NASCAR, and now we're going to be all over the back of him through turn 4, starting to wheel this car around a little bit. Just like I said, we got to get going here, because I can see 4th, I can see 3rd, I can see 2nd, now I see Joey Logano. He is a long ways away, and Elliott, of course, taking the defensive line. I'm going to try and step up the inside as he's going to leave that completely open, and he's not going to leave a lot of room to be working with for myself there into the braking zone, though. We should be able to clear him. I'm being a little bit too nice to this 9 car of Chase Elliott, but I think we'll get him right here on the exit of this left-hander. It seems like if you pin them down towards the curb, they don't have a lot of speed to work with here. Oh god, Jesus, this car really does like to slip out, and the 9 car is going to fight back on my right side, but we have the advantage again. Throttle up, coming to 3 laps to go. It's going to be very difficult, actually. No, it's going to be, sorry, 2 laps to go at the line, so it is going to be basically impossible to win this race. P3, however, is right there. Here's a chance to pass Harvick right here. He leaves himself wide open up the inside, and I'm going to pass him there and take P3 again. White flag in the air here in Sao Paulo. Let's see if we can set a, maybe even a 130 or better. You know what? That wasn't too bad. That's kind of how we passed Keselowski there a few laps ago. We kind of got a nice little rhythm going there in turn 1, a little spicy rhythm now, and that's okay on track limits. It's on the curbing, especially in NASCAR. That's just fine. And now as we head down into turn 4, brake about that last sign right there on the right side. That's kind of the brake marker here. And then there we go, up once again on the throttle. And this is already looking like a decent lap. Turn 1 was pretty rough here. Now we're not going to run down the next car in front of us there for second place unless they have something go completely catastrophically wrong, a little bit aggressive on the track limits. You got to be really like creative with the brake here with this setup right now, because like I said, it really wants to step out from under you, but if you're just really creative on the brake pedal, it seems to be pretty easy to, you know, combat against until you have a moment like that right there. We save it though. We have gained a ton of time on this final lap. Obviously not enough, but down towards the final turn, I think this is going to be a maybe, I would say, I'm going to have to go with, I'm thinking a 130, somewhere there, right in the 130 mark, maybe like a mid 130, I don't know. Let's see as we come through to cross the line for the final time down the front straightaway. DRS wide open. Actually, I think it's going to be a 131.2, so I'm going to be completely inaccurate on that. It is a 131.3, so still another second point 3 I needed actually there, but we get P3 here in Sao Paulo after a wild start. Things calm down, but great racing overall. There you had it, NASCAR at Sao Paulo. Could we be seeing this in the future? Very well, at least could be seeing the NASCAR Brazil Series here in the future. Cup Series, you never know. It might take a while before we get that luxury. But if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Any crazy ideas for NASCAR and track combinations, always feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.